Welcome to 20 Sides. This is a Beyond the Sides episode, Ordella Story Part 3. So if you have not heard Part 1 or Part 2, make sure that you check those out so that you can keep everything in line. Thank you so much for joining us here at our table. We hope you enjoy following along with Ordella as she joins the party of Yarost, Leona, and Seven.
On the last episode of Beyond the Sides, Ordella and Millie vanquished 2 kobolds on the grasslands outside of Dyer's Rest. The party made it to the edge of the pines and went out in search for shelter. After about an hour of exploring, they came across an abandoned cabin in the eastern pines. They set up the cabin as their home and lived in it for 2 full years. An encounter with a man by the name of Asher gives Baron pause. He locks the doors during one stormy night, and that's where our episode begins. Welcome in to Beyond the Sides. This is our companion show dedicated to backstory adventures, world-building lore, and character motivation. So we fast forward now 2 more years. You're 5 years removed from Ordella fleeing the castle, from you all entering the Eastern Pines and finding this abandoned house. You've all grown accustomed to this life you now lead. It's a simple life, and maybe it's a boring life, but it's your life right now. Tell me about your characters. Are they still keeping watch at night? Are you living this comfortable life where you don't think about fleeing the castle, you don't think about being chased down by guards or being spotted, and maybe from time to time you go into smaller towns around to trade and barter and get what you need to make sure your house is in tip-top shape and to make sure you have what you need for crops and livestock. Tell me about your characters right now in this moment, 5 years past.
I mean, I feel like I would be comfortable,
and I feel like Ordella's starting to get really antsy being here. She feels safe, but she's doesn't want this forever. She still is young and wants to go out and explore and do things. And so she's questioning what comes next.
Baron puts on that he's comfortable. So to them, they would think he's good. Yeah. But Baron is not good. He's still 5 years in, and he may not be on watch all night, but he definitely stays up later than they do, and he definitely kind of patrols a little bit during the day and just kind of keeping an eye out for different things.
So one night, Baron, on your patrols and as you're inspecting around, you've seen a little more activity of kobolds in the area. They've never done anything to your house. You've seen a few pass here and there, not anything that would give you pause. But one night, after you head off to bed, I need everybody to make a perception check at disadvantage.
8 total.
14.
15.
Millie and Baron, you wake up initially from a thud sound on your roof, and you don't know if it was in your dream or if maybe a branch fell on top of the house, and then you hear another thud, and then you hear another thud, and then you hear another thud.
Like a stepping thud or a jumping thud?
Just a on top of the roof.
So I'm going to wake up and move to where Baron is and see if he is awake or if I need to gently wake him.
When she walks in, I'm holding my hand axe, sitting on my cot that I've been sleeping on for 5 years now.
Just
kind of listening.
Hasn't been an Ashley furniture.
There hasn't
yet,
been.
Millie's
Every time I
furniture.
go, I
Millie's
try.
furniture,
Yeah.
right? But so I'm just listening. I'm just patiently listening to see, because it sounds like a thud, but
Give me a perception check.
16.
You hear rustling outside.
Baron, is that some heavy wind? Is there some heavy winds outside?
I don't think so. I'm gonna take a look, but I'm not going outside. Just hang out right here for a minute.
Okay.
And I start to look. Just check the windows.
Just looking out the windows?
Yeah, just see if there's anything that, if I'm hearing rustling, I'm hearing banging on the roof, I'm hearing rustling, I'm going to look out and see.
Give me another perception check. As you're looking through this marbled glass.
I crit. So it'd be, 24 if but.
You look outside and your suspicions about kobold activity, you're seeing 1, 2, 3 kobolds out front. 2 of them have bows pulled and they're aiming right at the door. One of them's got a sling and he's doing like this, and you hear him going. And then you start to smell smoke.
Okay, that's the front. Did I check the back window as well?
No, you haven't checked the back window.
Okay, I'd like to check the back window.
Yeah, give me another perception check.
9.
Tough to see out here. Tough to see out back. You are starting to see a little light now, and it looks like the light's coming from the roof. Millie, what are you doing right now?
I am staying put where Baron told me to stand.
Okay.
So I can see 3 of them.
You can see 3 in the front.
In the front. But I heard, is that where the rustling was coming from?
It's tough to make out if it's from the front or the back, or is it both, or is it from the side? You think you just kind of heard rustling in general, and then you rushed to the front window and looked. You saw 3 kobolds. You rushed to the back. You didn't see anything. You're seeing this light now emit from the roof, and you're smelling smoke.
Baron, what's happening?
Millie, get Ordella.
Okay.
I'm going to clear a path in the front, and you and her take off.
Take off?
Just trust me.
Take off where?
Trust me. Head to the clearing.
Okay. No need to pack anything? Are we...
Just go. Okay, I'm going to clear away in the front.
Okay.
And I will meet you in the clearing where we farm our vegetables.
Okay.
I open the door and I throw my hand axe at the one who's got his bow out.
Okay, as soon as you open the door, roll for initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So while he opens the door, I'm running to the bedroom. I'm waking Ordella in a panic. Ordella, wake up. It's we have to go. I'm violently shaking her now.
Okay.
I'm just blinking my eyes. I don't know what's happening.
Ordella, I think something very terrible is happening right now. We have to go. Baron told us we need to get out and run as fast as we can to the clearing.
With us.
Grab. I don't think we have time. But grab your bow and we have to go.
Okay, I reach for my bow. It's the only thing I can take. Oh, I grab my bow and then my necklace.
Yeah, we grab.
And we just kind of stumble. Do we go out? Where do we go out? Is there a window?
There's a door.
There's a door unless you're going to break a window.
I'm not breaking a window.
Okay.
I'm opening the door, and I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. So they're going to go first.
Yeah.
But all 3 of them are going first?
All 3 of them are going first. So the 2 bows loose, and both of those are going to miss. And the slings forward. He's winding it up so far, and now you can hear him. And he lets go, and the whole sling flies out of his hand as I rolled in that one.
Okay.
And it hits the side of the house, and he just goes, and he runs off. At this point, you can see the roof is starting to catch fire. It is starting to catch fire.
The roof is on fire.
It is your go.
Hey, we don't need no water. Let them. No, sorry. So I'm throwing my hand axe at the first one that was shooting.
Yeah.
Shooting at me.
Okay.
Crit.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that's
Baron
a 25.
Yeah. Double that damage.
11 damage.
So you sling your hand axe forward. It goes end over end over end over end over end and just lodges right into its chest. And you can hear its ribs crack as it just and falls down, lumps dead. There's the one that had the bow. He's staying put. The other one with the sling.
He ran.
Now,
can I take my bonus action or my movement to get to that one?
Yeah.
What my expectation is, and I probably should have been more clear about this with them, is that when I head out the door, they need to be coming right behind me.
Yeah.
And so, I've killed the ones run off. I'm running at this one with the expectation that they are fleeing behind me.
Okay.
To get out of the house.
Yeah. So I am.
So you.
I'm gonna get to. I'm assuming I can get to him.
Yes.
Okay.
You can engage with him. So you move forward. You've got your shield out, and you're right in front of him. Millie and Ordella, what are you doing?
So meanwhile, we've grabbed our what weapons we could. And I've grabbed Ordella and I'm yanking her out the front door off the porch. And I have my was it a little sword, rapier.
Your rapier. Yep.
And I have it out, and I'm like, yeah, like in case anybody's out there.
And I feel like I'm just like kind of waking up like in and out of it still, and like seeing what's happening, like looking up at the fire, like I'm mesmerized by it, but then looking down at the little creature, and I'm just being dragged.
Hey, look alive! We gotta go. We have to go. Yeah.
And I'm yelling, Millie, run!
So y'all are sprinting forward. You would get to about where Baron is, and I'll say we'll push y'all 10 feet to the side so that the kobold can't engage with you. You look back at the roof, and the roof at this point is almost fully ablaze. Baron, from your experience, you would know that it wasn't just a torch that was tossed up there, because that would take a while to catch fire, but some type of oil or something another. Okay, it is the kobold's go. And he rolled a 14 to hit.
Nope.
That misses. So you easily block. He's got this small club that he pulls out and tries to hit you with it. You're easily able to block it with your shield.
So now I'm going to use my longsword. And 16 to hit.
That's going to hit.
9 damage.
He did. As you kill him, you listen. You're hearing just the crackling of fire above you. You're looking around. You don't see any more kobolds at this point. But your small house is
obviously.
It's
what about the one
quick.
That ran?
Mm-hmm.
Is he far enough away now that I can't see him?
I would say so, because he ran. He would have taken his full dash action. Well, the first time he moved 30 feet, and then he moved 60 feet. Or wait, no, sorry. Yeah, 30 feet and then 60 feet on this turn. And there's there's trees and all that kind of stuff. So he's kind of hidden.
So I'm gonna yank my hand axe out of the one's chest, and I'm gonna follow behind Ordella and Millie.
So y'all make your way to the clearing where you guys do a little bit of farming. You look back through the trees. You can see your house is starting to become engulfed in flames.
Our home.
Baron, what happened?
Oh, yeah,
I
what
don't
was
know.
that?
I don't know if they wanted food or gold or what, but there's one still out there. There might be more. We need to kind of play it safe and kind of hunker down right here in this clearing so that we can see them coming. Let's get into our vegetables and just kind of hunker down right here for the rest of the night. How much longer do we have until morning?
3.5 hours.
I feel like Ordella's like,
yeah,
we're all probably all too like
right.
shaken up to sleep.
So we hunker down there.
You can make a hiding.
We're gonna, yeah. I mean, like if I would imagine we have like corn and beans and things that are a little taller.
Pumpkin patch. We probably have a pumpkin patch.
We probably do have a pumpkin patch, yeah, for sure.
Give me a stealth check. Everybody give me a stealth check.
Nope. I am not stealthing. Not at all.
Ordella forever stealthing. She had a 19 plus 7.
Wow.
I rolled
She goes in a pumpkin.
a nat 1 plus 3, so 4.
So a 4. What did you roll for Baron?
I rolled a 3.
A 4, a 3, and a 27. Okay.
Oh, no.
And also, everybody give me a perception check.
A 20 plus 3, 23.
Wow.
22.
Wow.
16.
All of you hear this before you see it. You hear the skittering of little tiny feet. Millie and Baron, you keep popping your head in and out of these vegetables. And Ordella, you're looking between the cracks of some corn. And the three of you see hundreds of little feet running.
No.
But they're not running toward you. They're not even gonna cross your path. But now you can hear them, and you hear, none of you speak Draconic, but you can hear the sheer terror on their voice as they are sprinting away from something. You see some of these kobolds a foot tall being carried by mothers. You see childlike kobolds running and being dragged by parents. You see them all as fast as they can, just running. It takes a few minutes for them to get past your viewpoint, and then you see it. You see what they're running from. A nightmare. Sitting atop a ghostly, ghastly, glowing, ethereal horse is a 9-foot-tall humanoid. Dark, tattered, and torn robes careen off of his body. And at this point in the night, these robes are flapping in the wind. It stares across to your home that is now completely engulfed in flames. And then it looks over in your general direction, not that it spotted you, but just over in your vicinity. And you catch the first glimpse of this undead creature, almost a skeletal-like face, but ethereal, almost ghostly-like. A dark steel helmet adorns its head with spikes protruding from the front, the sides, and the back, and an enormous long sword by his side that's crackling with electrical energy. And the closer you look, you see a kobold lodged onto the end of that sword. He lifts the sword up and then flings it forward, and the body of that kobold goes end over end until it hits the ground. He then takes the sword, points it to your house, ablaze, and then slowly, meticulously moves the sword back into your direction, places it in a scabbard, grabs the reins of the horse, hits the reins, and he's taking off in your direction.
This is where Baron kind of like realizes, okay, it's all or nothing right here. He knows we're here. I could tell when he locked in our direction. He could sense us at least. So as this is coming towards us, Baron gets down on one knee, holds his sword, and starts praying. And doesn't know who he's praying to or even what to say.
Mm-hmm.
But he's praying, and he turns and he looks at Ordella and Millie, and I think they can see like terror on his face.
Mm.
Dude, this
Don't make me cry.
Dang, that got me. He looks at him and he says, "Run," and he sprints out in front.
Runs toward it.
No.
Okay. As soon as Baron stands up and he locks eyes with this creature, you hear in your mind, "It's ours. It is ours." I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Millie and Ordella, what are you doing?
They
Better be doing what I told them to.
Yeah, so I am going to grab Ordella and I am going to say, we have to run. We have to run to Pine Gate now.
And I feel like I'm just like reaching, like keep reaching back for Baron. Like, no, we have to, no, we can't leave him. Almost like you have to drag me away.
Yeah.
Like,
We have to go.
Millie, as soon as you pop up,
oh gosh.
you're also looking, like the moment you pop up, you lock eyes with this thing. And you hear the same thing in your head. You hear, "It's ours, we will find it." And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
Is a 21 a good? Is that a good roll?
Baron.
13.
13. So Millie, whatever it is, whatever he just said to you, kind of locks you in place. You're wanting to turn to run with Ordella. You can't seem to run. You can't seem to move. You can't seem to turn around. Baron, you don't know how, but you feel a warmth rush over you. Maybe it's an answer to a prayer from a God that you may not have ever believed in or said anything to before, but you're not afraid. You're not scared, and you take off rushing forward. Roll for initiative.
Oh, no. I'm going last. A 2.
Yeah, I got a 19. Millie also roll for initiative.
11.
Ordella roll for initiative.
8.
At this point, he's a good 80 feet from y'all, but he's on a horse, so you know he could easily catch up.
Yeah.
He moves his full 60 feet, and you still hear in your head, "It is ours. Tell us where it is." You're about 20 feet from it. What are you doing?
Throwing my hand axe. No, it misses big time.
Okay. So you get in your stance, you fling it forward, it flies end over end, over end, over end, and it looks like it's going right at him, and he just pulls up his hand and it flies to the side. Do you want to move?
No.
Okay.
But I do want to turn around, and I see that she's frozen, right? Millie's frozen. I see Ordella standing there, and I just yell, "Ordella, run!"
Millie, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
A 20.
A 20.
Okay, hold on. 21.
So maybe it was Baron screaming at Ordella to run that kind of blinked you out of this, but that sense of stun dissipates on you. Your turn is over because it happens at the end of your turn. Ordella, what are you doing?
Okay. I want to listen to Baron.
Okay.
I want to respect him. Because I love him so much. One of my bonus actions is cunning action, and I can disengage.
Yep.
Can I use my move to move and then to disengage after and run away?
So you don't even need to disengage because he's not near you.
Okay.
So you can do your action can be to run, which is dash, and then you can do your 30 feet of movement. Plus you can use your bonus action, cunning action, to dash as well, right?
Yeah. Are there trees around us?
Yes.
Because I almost feel like I want to dash away and then try to climb up a tree and hide.
So you can run 90 feet and that'll be the end of your turn, or you can go like 60 and try to climb a tree a little bit.
Or can I do 90 feet and then try to stealth again?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
So you take off just sprinting faster than you've ever run in your entire life. You don't even look back. Make a stealth check.
17.
It is now his go. He moves forward another 20 feet, and that sword comes arcing down at Baron. 16.
No, sir.
Misses.
Whoa.
So Baron readies and pulls your shield up over your head, and as that huge long sword comes arcing down, Ordella, you can hear it from 90 feet away, the clang. You feel your arm almost go numb as that electricity from the sword transfers into your shield, but you're able to shake it off and push it to the side. And then he swings again, he pulls back, and he arcs down again on you. 16 again, misses. So the same thing happens. He arcs down, you pull your shield up, block it off. It is your go.
So I'm trying to stall things. Like I'm again, I didn't see what Millie was doing, but I told Ordella to run, so I'm trying to stall things. Before I move, I'm gonna talk to him. I mean, listen here, you. I am Baron McLaughlin. Are you ready? Let's do this. And then I pull up my sword. And by this time, do I have my hand axe near me?
Yeah, I would say.
Like I
say you
threw
have
it.
2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
On your waist.
So I drop my shield.
Okay.
And I pick up a hand axe, and so I run up to him.
Okay.
And I am just hack and slash. Let's just do this. 24.
Oh my
That
gosh,
hits.
Baron.
8 damage.
All right.
My longsword. No, longsword doesn't
Misses.
hit.
Okay. Your initial swing, you arc that hand axe and it scrapes against him. You feel like it goes through him, that you don't even know if you did damage or not to it. You know, you normally feel some type of resistance when you hit something and you're not sure if you even feel it. And then that lingering question in your mind as you swing with your sword causes you to get off balance a little bit, and you miss as you ready for your next turn. Millie, what are you doing?
I am going to, I guess, help Baron as best as I can. I'm going to try to hit the rider with a bow, an arrow. 15 plus 7.
That hits.
7 plus 3.
You turn around and Ordella's nowhere near you. You look, you cannot find her. You don't see her anywhere. And you let go of that arrow and it flies and it goes straight through this thing's chest. Hits the tree behind it.
Oh no.
Ordella, keeping on going. 90 feet more. Okay.
I look back and think about maybe going back, and then I'm like, I just need to go.
Okay. So you take off
but
another.
I'm crying. It's very sad.
Yeah. You look back and you see both Millie with her bow out. you see Baron with an axe in one hand, a long sword in the other, screaming at this creature on this ethereal horse. You shake your head and you turn off and run in the opposite direction, another 90 feet. And once you get to that point, you turn back and look and you can't see him anymore. There's too many trees in the way. There's too many small hills that are blocking your view. You can't see him. It's tough to even hear at this point. And because this is Ordella's story and not Baron's story and not Millie's story, that's where we stop.
No.
And that's it for this week's Beyond the Sides. Don't forget to check out our campaign 20 Sides, releasing every Monday wherever you find your podcasts. As always, be sure to follow our socials at 20 Sides Pod, and we could never do this without the atmospheric background tracks from tabletopaudio.com. We will see you around.